everyone, and welcome into another edition of Coach on a Couch here. I'm joined by Coach Ross Jensen of the Pacelli Cardinals girls basketball team. My name is Caleb Jacoby. Thanks for joining us here again, Coach on the Couch with Ross Jensen of the Pacelli Cardinals. Coach, thanks for joining me here today.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. And Coach, so the first thing we'll ask, we like to ask coaches is just a little bit of background on yourself. You're a brand new coach here at Pacelli, your first year here with the Pacelli Cardinals basketball program. Talk about your experience. You have some background in coaching basketball.
Yeah, I have a little bit. Prior to coming here, I was with the AAU program in Massachusetts. Prior to that, I coached at Florida Prep in Melbourne. I also coached at Freedom Village Christian Academy, which is in New York. And I ran and directed and coached a basketball program in Ohio.
Okay.
Also had a little bit of playing experience myself. So opportunity there. I played in a pretty good program back east, and had the opportunity to play some travel ball and where we were pretty successful. So.
Okay, and then can you talk a little bit about that the past kind of coaching experience you have? Anything you kind of learned in those scenarios that you're trying to bring to the Pacelli program here?
Just attention to detail, hard work. What it takes. To get to that next level. Just the focus and the heart and the passion that I need to bring to try to instill in my players. Trying to change a culture, build a culture, a winning culture, a positive, uplifting culture where our goal is to win the conference, regional sectionals, and win a state championship. Be recognized nationally.
All right, and then the next question would be, I guess, what drew you to Pacelli to coach the girls basketball team? Or why did you decide? You obviously have some experience out of state. What drew you to Stevens Point in the Pacelli Cardinals program here?
When I was in Florida and that season ended, it was unfortunate because of COVID and just everything that was going on. They really weren't trying to focus on building that program like I was. It was an international boarding school, so I would have been able to bring kids in from all over the place to play, and that's just not the direction they were going. And so I went to Massachusetts and was working with the AAU program there, and just looking around, because I wanted to coach this year. I didn't want to miss out on the season. And as I was going through the interview process with a few different schools, I interviewed with Pacelli, and they actually, I didn't think that I did a really great job in the interview, so I'm like, oh my goodness. But they got back to me and they offered me the position, and so I wasn't going to take the chance or wait on any other, position to come through, so I accepted it. In the meantime, while I was waiting, I had, looked up on the program and saw that they had only, 2 seniors that were leaving and everybody else was coming back. And I just felt that it would be a great opportunity to be able to have some girls for several years.
Sure.
And we definitely have some talent and some athletes, and to be able to work with them and build the program through them, and then to come here and find out that there's additional talent coming up from the 8th grade and middle school programs. So just to be able to have that and be able to build and grow and develop a program and have players for multiple years. I think that we could be super successful, and that's why I came here, for that opportunity. I don't know why anybody would want to pass up on an opportunity like that. And I feel like my influences and the passion that I bring, and that I can instill in them those same characteristics, and that we can have a successful program. They can have a successful run.
Oh yeah, and then talking about that team this year, you mentioned it, the 2 seniors. Like we covered the team last year here at Zaleski Sports. So Sammy Miller and Emma Van Order, the 2 seniors that left there, they're the 2 leading scorers. So somebody from the outside looking in might think, oh, this team, they're losing their 2 leading scorers. What is it? And you talked about the players on this team, the talent you guys can have here with the juniors and some of the underclassmen as well. I guess, what have you seen? Again, you played 1 game in practice, and the talent on this team and how you're going to be able to, continue to build this culture here at Pacelli.
Right. Well, I have definitely all the players that play. They have talent and they have ability. They just have to have that confidence in themselves, and I give them that, freedom to understand that we need you to step up. We need you to allow your game to develop, and we have multiple people that can score the basketball. Having Anna Van Order as the point guard, she definitely has that basketball IQ that we're looking for, and she could definitely run the ship. Great presence inside with Amelia Jacoby, Hannah Truzinski, Ashley Streisel, Nova Lee Shoger, and then freshman Kaylin Yenter. All very capable and talented scorers, and athletes, defenders as well. And they all know they have the green light. All I ask for is energy and effort. Keep that foot on the gas pedal. If you make a mistake, so what? Get it back, make it up on the defensive end or the offensive end, wherever, and whatever it is, get a rebound, get a steal, get an assist, and they definitely understand that, and I put my confidence in them, and I hope that they see that, and their confidence grows, and we continue to grow and develop as a team.
All right, and then you kind of talked about it a little bit, but I guess we talked about it a little before, that kind of zone defense you guys have been kind of running. What is the, kind of going along with that, what is an identity you want this team to have, or what is something you want this team to kind of be able to hang their hats on and say, this is something we can do well every game?
It's definitely that defense. I pride myself in that and playing good defense and being fundamentally sound. And I think we have a great, on-ball defender. She's the main person in the trap that we run. So she's the trapper. That's Casey Vaughn. Excellent athlete. She's quick, fast. She also, backs up and at the point when she starts for us at the guard, but then she'll slide into the point, and she's becoming comfortable with that. She can push the ball and handle it as well, but definitely on that defensive side, she's that energy that I like, because I've always had somebody that brings that energy and intensity, and even though she's kind of quiet, she's that, that type of leader with that energy and that effort that she puts forth, and I really appreciate that. And the systems are all new, so it's new to them offensively and defensively, and with the short amount of time that we've had, like, the girls have really come along and picked things up, and the things that I see, where the mistakes are made are easily adjustable, and they're making those adjustments, and they're picking the things up, and I feel that they're gonna have some super success there.
All right, and then talk a little bit about, I guess, expectations you have for the team, like what those look like. You played against Week at Fremont. You won that game by a pretty convincing margin there last week. You'll play tomorrow against Marion. So I guess you've already had a little start to the season. You've been able to see, at least in one game, how your kind of systems are playing out. You get the win. What are the expectations you have for this team, and how do you think you're coming along in that progress so far?
Through that game against Wild we came out. We were definitely, took control of that game. Defensively, we were doing pretty well. Offensively, pretty well. Kind of hit a cold spell in the second half, but we kind of maintained on defense. Just things that I saw, the adjustments we need to make and fix. We've addressed that in practice. I think the girls, having last year to rely heavily on Emma and Sammy, they're coming out their first time, two additional new starters, so I think they kind of had some jitters. They say, "Coach, no, we're good," but I know they had a little bit of jitters. I even had a little bit myself.
Sure.
I said I didn't, but it's just that first game for everybody coming out. How are things gonna go? I think they stepped up. They overcame that adversity, and they kept it together. And just moving forward, I think they're going to be even better tomorrow as we come up against Marion. And as we move forward, I think we have a favorable schedule starting out, and then we'll face Iowa Scandinavian, our 7th game. So I'm looking forward to that game, and then just the conference games as well. We got picked 3rd to finish in the conference. I believe, and I feel like we're gonna win the conference. So I mean, those are my expectations. I set my expectations high, and you know, I hope the girls, you know, can see that and realize that, and I have the confidence in them that they can do that. I mean, I wouldn't have came all the way here otherwise if I didn't feel it was a great opportunity to step into and have some great athletes, and they're a great group of girls, and you know, we're coming together. They're coming together as a family, and you know, that's what I want for them, to have that camaraderie, that closeness, and you know, and just be there and have each other's back moving forward, and you know, just be successful.
All right, well, that's all I got for you, Coach. So I just want to thank you for joining me here today, and good luck to you guys this season.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, no problem. Again, that's Coach Ross Jensen of the Pacelli Cardinals. Coach, again, thanks a lot for joining us, and that has been your Coach on the Couch here today. Again, come out to Pacelli High School tomorrow. They play Marion. Again, #1 priority. Come to the gym. Watch these guys play. Watch these teams play. And then if you can't make it, watch our streams of these games. But come to Marion tomorrow night. Watch Pacelli Cardinals, and Coach, good luck to you here this season.
All right, thank you. On this 6 p.m. start tomorrow, they changed the time anyway. So.
All right, 6 p.m. start here at Marion. Coach on the Couch, Ross Jensen. Thanks.